Welcome to the premiere of Open Ranks, where you get the chance to talk to your leaders, to ask them questions, and get some answers. This month, Brigadier General Vincent Coglianese, the first MLG Commanding General, will get with your peers to tell them what they want to know.
Why did you join the Marine Corps?
I worked one summer loading trucks up in North Jersey and said, you know what, I think I want to go to school. And I also had an interest in going to the FBI. And that time, in order to go to the FBI, there was two ways to go. You either had to be an accountant, be a certified accountant, or be a lawyer. That was the two. There was a third way, and I found out about it from an FBI agent, because they sometimes take Marine officers, because there's a close affiliation. So it's a long answer to a short question, but I went into the Marine Corps actually to go to the FBI. I was going to do 3 years and get out.
I heard the term reawakening, and I was wondering, how is that affecting the Navy side of the Marine Corps, the green side corpsmen?
Last 12 years at war, you know, our corpsmen, it's no longer stories, it's a part of our story. And so the same expectations that I have of our Marines on the behavior and what the Commandant has and our MEF commander with the reawakening, it affects you just as much as it affects every Marine that wears that cloth.
For the reawakening, I know it's supposed to push us back to the basics, so what is that meaning for the MLG as a whole to reawaken? And
we got used to doing unit deployments where we knew we were going at a certain date. We had many months of preparation. Maybe it might have been a quick turn, you had to get back in that preparation, but we knew when we were going to leave. Right now, one of the things we, as Marines and sailors, I don't know if tomorrow we get a phone call that we have to send out a special purpose MAGDEF, or support the MEP, or respond to some world crisis. But we got to be ready to go today.
How important do you think it is for Marines to have off-duty education nowadays for careers?
Even if it's just a class every once in a while. Some of it's just getting used to studying, squeezing that in at the end of the day. But I think it's extremely. You always got to be better than yourself. Not only civilian education, but military education. If you're going to stay and be a profession, you need to know your profession.
Is there anything that made first MLG special that you like, or anything that astonished you about first MLG?
What amazes me is I think on a daily basis is a couple of things. The capabilities that our Marines bring, but probably more than anything else, and this is really the Marine Corps story, it's just not the MLG, it's the importance and the burden that we throw on our NCOs. We expect so much of our NCOs. If we see a sergeant, we go, that sergeant's in charge. The sergeant's got it. We expect that sergeant to be competent, not only in leadership, but in technical MOS skills. No other service does that.
Some of your most inspirational leaders coming through the Marine Corps, and what tools have you used from them for your career as well?
I think initially coming into the Marine Corps, my parents really. My mom always is a religious lady, and that moral compass that she always gave us, I'm one of 9 kids, was something that you always defaulted back to when you're making the decisions. What's the right thing to do, and your background and where you grew up. And my father was a tough competitor, so I think that influenced me too.
So I recently got married.
Congratulations.
I know how marriage has a tremendous impact on a sailor's or Marine's career. So as a general, what would you advise all the newlyweds out there?
Yeah, great question. Did my wife send you this question?
No.
No. I think that's a great question. And so, first of all, I would right away, most likely probably through the chapel. There's a lot of new parent courses. There's courses on relationships and everything else. A lot of times, once again, we're a young service. Marines get married and they're sometimes still growing up, and they're not ready for that marriage, and we've all seen it. I would say, I would offer that I think, and this is just my viewpoint, the key to a successful marriage, and this is, is really you have to have a relationship. There's a couple of things. One, in your relationship, you each have to care about each other more than you care about yourself. So I always tell my wife, hey, if the Marine Corps becomes too much for you to take, let me know and I leave. And she would say, no, the Marine Corps is too important to you. I want you to stay. So it's kind of like, that's kind of, how we viewed things. The other thing is, I think it's important that your spouse, whether in your case, if she's an active duty or not active duty, and a lot of our Marines and sailors have active duty spouses, which is a challenge in itself, and I can't speak to that. My wife's not, but they have to support what you're doing. You can't come home and have an argument about why you have to go to the field or why you have to go do things. They should be your biggest fan, but they also should be a fan of the Navy and the Marine Corps.
You can also stay up to date on all the training and events going on around the MOG by following us on Facebook.